Welcome to Stoic Wisdom GB. If you're looking to build mental strength, emotional control, and unshakable confidence using Stoic philosophy, you're in the right place. Subscribe and walk the path of wisdom. In this video on Win Stoic, we'll explore the subtle but telling signs that a woman might be interested in you. Recognizing these signs isn't just about reading her feelings. It's also about developing your emotional intelligence and becoming more perceptive to the subtle ways people communicate. As we explore these 11 key indicators, remember that to understand a woman, you must understand her world. Consider how putting these ideas into practice might support your personal development and create stronger relationships. What indicators have you seen in your personal experiences? Post your ideas and anecdotes in the comments section below. Together, let's grow and learn. Let's move on. The idea that eye contact is the window to the soul is frequently used, and it fits in well with Stoic life principles, stressing how crucial it is to see past outward manifestations of reality when it comes to relationships. A quick look may not say much, but prolonged eye contact can be a strong sign of a woman's developing interest and emotional connection. In order to navigate the complexities of life, Stoic teachings such as Seneca's observation that we suffer more often in imagination than in reality, which reminds us to focus on the genuine interactions we experience rather than overthinking potential outcomes, align with this. Consistent and deep eye contact is a clear sign that she is offering a glimpse into her inner world and inviting you to connect on a more profound level. Eye contact is a subtle but powerful form of communication that transcends words, and in a world where genuine connections are rare, it stands out as a beacon of true interest and sincerity. By embracing this Stoic perspective, you can better interpret these signals and foster meaningful connections. To relate this to Stoic life lessons, recognizing and appreciating eye contact can significantly improve your interpersonal relationships. When a woman looks into your eyes, she is not just seeing you, but inviting you to understand her on a deeper level. This is an opportunity to practice the Stoic principle of mindfulness. Think about how keeping eye contact with the person in front of you throughout a discussion can be a disciplined and present practice, two essential components of Stoicism, as it enables you to show respect and attentiveness. By observing these nonverbal cues, you can navigate your interactions with greater wisdom and clarity, embodying the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with nature and understanding the true essence of those around you. In essence, eye contact is more than just a social cue. It's a profound expression of human connection that aligns with Stoic principles. This practice not only strengthens your relationships but also helps you cultivate a calm and focused mind, which is a core tenet of what is Stoicism. By recognizing and valuing this form of communication, you can enhance your relationships and navigate the complexities of modern life with the wisdom and calm of a true Stoic. So next time you find yourself locking eyes with someone, remember the words of Epictetus: "We have two ears and one mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This wisdom applies to all forms of communication, reminding us to observe and understand more than we project, fostering deeper and more meaningful connections in our lives. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, she demonstrates a curious attraction that goes beyond the superficial. She'll ask about your professional background, show enthusiasm for your hobbies, and delve into the details of your life. This inquisitiveness is a clear sign of both romantic and personal interest. When she's physically drawn to you, she'll want to know more about your history, experiences, and viewpoints to determine if there's an emotional or intellectual connection as well. The more she likes you, the more questions she'll ask, showing a deepening interest that goes beyond mere curiosity. Imagine that a woman you just met at the coffee shop starts inquiring about your work, your favorite books, or your most recent trips. She is interacting with you on a level that aims to comprehend who you are and what makes you tick. This isn't simply small conversation. In today's world, where Stoicism can guide us in forming deeper, more meaningful relationships, her questions reflect a desire to connect and see if there is a spark that goes beyond the initial attraction. For example, she might ask what motivated you to choose your career path, or what is the most inspiring book you've read recently. These are designed to peel back the layers and discover the real you. Recognizing when someone is truly interested in us can be made easier by being aware of the clues of curious attraction. In order to respond wisely and truly, and create connections that are both meaningful and gratifying, Stoicism now encourages us to be watchful and conscious of the small indicators that indicate true interest. Think about John's experience. John met Emma at a friend's party. Emma was struck by John's composed manner and started asking him about his Stoic practices and how they affected his day-to-day life. John explained how Stoic happiness enabled him to face life's obstacles with grace and fortitude. During their talk, Emma started to ask more specific questions about specific Stoic concepts and how they could be applied in modern life. John noticed that Emma was genuinely interested in him, not simply as a person, but for someone whose philosophical outlook encouraged her. This insight strengthened their bond and led to a meaningful partnership based on respect and understanding. To fully understand the meaning of curious attraction, consider how you feel when someone genuinely expresses interest in your life and ideas. How can you identify and foster these connections using Stoic principles? You can gain a better understanding of the significance of curious attraction and how it can result in deeper, more fulfilling relationships by thinking about these questions. In summary, when a woman shows you curious attraction, it is an indication that she is genuinely interested in you and is seeking a deeper emotional and intellectual connection. By acknowledging this, you can respond to her with appreciation and authenticity, fostering relationships based on Stoic happiness and meaningful connection. Do you appreciate this message from her? If yes, please leave a remark so that we may communicate. Embrace these times of enigmatizing curiosity as chances to build genuinely deep relationships that are in line with modern Stoicism. 3. Closing the distance. Women in particular frequently utilize their body language to indicate interest or disinterest, sometimes even subconsciously. This is why it's important to pay attention to how individuals position themselves around you while discussing body language and the subtle indicators of attraction. One important sign of interest is how a woman closes the distance between herself and you. If she stays away and doesn't move in, it usually means she's not interested or comfortable. On the other hand, if a woman regularly moves in closer, leans forward, and enters your personal space, it can be a clear sign that she wants to connect with you on a deeper, more intimate level. Since we suffer more often in our imaginations than in reality, as the great Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, closing the distance is a way for her to express her affection, interest, and willingness to connect on a more personal level. To apply this to our social interactions, we must learn to recognize and interpret these cues without overanalyzing them. Suppose you are having a conversation with a woman across from you. If she leans in and angles her body towards you, you notice that she is getting closer. This indicates that she is comfortable and interested in what you have to say. It's a nonverbal cue that conveys a lot about her intentions and wants to close the distance between you. How can we respond to these signals? Here's where the Stoic mindset can help. By staying composed, calm, and perceptive, you can better understand her actions and respond in a way that builds a genuine connection based on respect and interest. When applying the Stoic mindset to relationships and social interactions, it's important to maintain objectivity and avoid making assumptions that are out of control. Marcus Aurelius said that a lady approaching you and encroaching on your personal space is an obvious, observable activity. The clarity and focus of your thoughts can help you interpret these signals accurately, avoiding unnecessary anxiety or misinterpretation. Now, consider the broader implications of such body language. When a woman invades your personal space, it suggests a level of comfort and trust that is essential for any meaningful relationship. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. This physical intimacy is rooted on a deeper emotional bond as well as attraction. The act of physically reducing the distance can be interpreted as a metaphor for emotional closeness, because as you get closer, she opens up to you and invites you into her personal space. Her private life. From a Stoic standpoint, This is a critical component of creating a solid and long-lasting connection. It's critical to approach these circumstances thoughtfully and with balance, rather than letting excitement or haste cloud your judgment. Think for a moment about what her body language is trying to tell you about her intentions and feelings. How can you respond in a way that honors her cues and adheres to your principles and goals? These are the kinds of questions that guide you through the intricate web of interpersonal connections with discernment and clarity. As epic teachers properly pointed out that when a lady approaches you out of interest, it's all about how you respond to her, not what happens to you. A Stoic strategy would be to acknowledge her actions, respect her signal, and communicate with her in a considerate and polite manner. In this way, you can build a meaningful and constructive relationship with her that is founded on understanding and sincere interest. Furthermore, closing the distance is only one part of her body language that conveys a deeper degree of interest and involvement. Other cues include how she mimics your actions, keeps eye contact, and reacts to your touch. Her feelings are fully conveyed by the combination of all three characteristics. For example, if she leans in during your conversation, it shows that she is interested in what you are saying both intellectually and emotionally, in addition to being physically close. This degree of involvement indicates that she appreciates your words and presence in the complex dance of human connections. The way a woman behaves in a sensitive or touchy way can tell you a lot about how she feels about you. Women generally avoid making physical contact with people they find unattractive, so if she touches your arm or brushes against your leg a lot, it's likely that she finds you attractive or at least comfortable. This touchy-feely behavior adds a physical dimension to your relationship that words alone cannot, but it does signify a growing bond. If you return the favor, you can tell if she finds you attractive. When examining this through the prism of Stoic life lessons, we can take inspiration from Marcus Aurelius, who once said that the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. This reminds us that, like Stoicism, relationships also require a balance of grace and strength. Just as a Stoic approaches life with calm and rationality, so too should you approach these signals with a clear and composed mind. Recognizing and returning touch in a respectful way not only demonstrates your interest but also demonstrates your understanding of her comfort zone. We are frequently cut off from these nuanced kinds of communication in today's world of digital exchanges. A tender touch can have great power. By applying Stoic principles, it's imperative to stay alert and in the moment, since these instances provide a window into the most profound and frequently unsaid parts of human interaction. The key is to embrace the Stoic practice of mindfulness, staying present in the moment and responding with authenticity and respect. This balance of sensitivity and Stoic wisdom will not only help you decipher the signals, but also enhance your overall approach to relationships, making you more attuned and empathetic in your interactions. In conclusion, you can navigate these interactions with a calm and centered approach, ensuring that your responses are measured and respectful. Because you live up to the Stoic ideals, you approach these situations with composure and reason, making sure your replies are suitable and measured. This makes it possible to recognize and interpret a woman's sensitive behavior through the lens of Stoic life lessons, allowing for a more profound and respectful connection. Before we disclose the fifth key, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and join our community of brilliant minds. This not only makes your bond stronger, but also fits with the age-old idea that Stoicism ultimately leads to more rewarding and lasting relationships. Remember to like this video so you don't miss any of our priceless advice on deciphering the nuances of human behavior, particularly in relationships. A sincere grin is one of the most telling nonverbal signs. If a woman smiles frequently when she's around you, she's not hiding some covert message, she's simply happy in your presence. Her face lights up with a radiant smile even during mundane moments, signaling her joy in being with you. This isn't just any smile, it's one that lights up her entire face, and it's present even when she talks about you to others. Why does she smile so brightly? Because you bring her joy, and it shows. This Stoic happiness, rooted in the philosophy of Stoicism today, underscores the importance of genuine, unfiltered emotions in modern life. Consider the story of Sarah, a professional who balances a demanding job with her personal life. Despite the stresses of her career, her colleagues notice that she always smiles when she talks about her partner, John. Her happiness is evident not just in her words but in the way her entire demeanor changes. She becomes more animated, her eyes sparkle, and her laughter is more frequent. This transformation isn't lost on those around her, and it serves as a testament to the joy John brings into her life, just like in Stoicism, where inner contentment is top priority. One of the main tenets of Stoic bliss is seen in Sarah's sincere grin, which expresses her inner contentment. Now consider your personal encounters. Identifying these nonverbal cues can help you understand and appreciate the happiness you bring to others. This awareness not only deepens your relationships, but also aligns with the Stoic principle of living in harmony with nature and those around you. In essence, a genuine smile is more than just an expression. It's a powerful indicator of happiness and connection. Have you ever noticed someone whose face lights up when they're with you or when they talk about you? What does that tell you about your impact on their life? The next time you're with someone who smiles a lot, take a moment to notice the joy you bring into their life. How do you think Stoic happiness, as a reflection of Stoicism today, can enhance your personal relationships? By being aware of these cues, you can foster deeper, more meaningful relationships. Recognizing and accepting this can result in more satisfying relationships and a calmer inner life. Picture yourself conversing with someone when she makes light of your peculiarities or shortcomings. Teasing is a wonderful way to share personal details while displaying a sense of humor. It's an indirect yet powerful method of communication that reveals a lot about someone's feelings without getting too intense or serious. At first, you might think she's making fun of you, but in reality, this teasing often signifies affection and interest when a woman wants to capture your attention. She might amplify her affection by jokingly highlighting your unique traits because she finds them endearing and enjoys them for many reasons. When a woman teases you, it's her way of expressing that she feels at ease and comfortable in your presence. This level of comfort is a clear indication that she values your company and enjoys being around you. It's a subtle yet significant sign of her interest in you. How does this align with Stoicism? Additionally, these moments often lead to light physical contact, like a playful nudge or a shared laugh, which can enhance your connection even further. Epic professors always said that what matters is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it. By keeping a cool head, you can answer to her taunting in a way that shows off your self-assurance and restraint. Furthermore, teasing is a nonverbal kind of communication that includes playful gestures, body language, and tone of voice, all of which help to establish a stronger bond. In a romantic relationship, this playful interaction can serve as a foundation for a stronger, more meaningful connection. In moments of teasing, it's important to remain mindful of the other person's feelings, but playful banter can be enjoyable. Think back to times when you've engaged in banter with friends or loved ones. These moments are often filled with laughter and joy, creating lasting memories. Making sure that it never veers into offensive or unpleasant area calls for empathy and a sharp sense of awareness, two qualities that are essential to the Stoic mindset. By demonstrating empathy, you may determine how the other person is feeling and modify your behaviors to keep the encounter constructive and pleasurable for everyone involved. By adopting a Stoic mindset, you can navigate these interactions with grace and confidence, improving your relationships and personal growth. Playful teasing is an effective tool for establishing and strengthening relationships because it allows for the expression of affection and interest in a light-hearted manner, laying the groundwork for deeper connections. The next time someone teases you, take it as a compliment and a sign of their affection. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Remember, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." By keeping a positive and mindful attitude, you can turn these moments of playful teasing into opportunities for connection and joy. Grin, accept this moment, and answer with grace and humor. If you're prepared, leave a comment. Are you ready to incorporate these Stoic ideas into your interactions? I'm prepared to interact with like-minded individuals. How can you utilize lighthearted humor to improve the quality of your relationships and foster deeper connections with people? Think about these issues and let Stoicism's knowledge to lead you on your path to satisfying and meaningful relationships. In this way, you'll not only defeat Stoicism, but also triumph in life's game and in love's intricate dance with human connection. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, she may pay particular attention to private areas of her body like her neck and shoulders. For example, she may touch her neckline or gently place her fingertips on her shoulder. Understanding these subtle attraction indicators can greatly improve your personal and social life. By drawing attention to these sensitive areas, she may be indicating a desire for a deeper physical connection, as experts suggest. However, it's important to remember that not all women consciously draw attention to their necks or shoulders. Sometimes these gestures are unconscious and may be a way for them to calm themselves when they're nervous. Keep in mind the Stoic mindfulness principle, which asks you to watch without drawing judgments. Consider the counsel of Marcus Aurelius. The quality of your thoughts determines how happy you will be in life. Maintain a balanced viewpoint while accounting for your background and the situation at hand. This thoughtful and careful approach is in line with the tenets of Stoic life lessons and promotes deeper, more meaningful connections. By comprehending what Stoicism means and putting its ideas into practice, you may manage the difficulties of contemporary relationships with grace and wisdom. Stoicism teaches us to be attentive and present, enabling us to detect these subtle signs without letting emotions distort our judgment. These Stoic life lessons offer a grounded framework for deeper connections by observing and understanding these subtle indicators of attraction. This ancient philosophy, rooted in rationality and self-control, encourages us to act with intention and integrity. You'll find that by putting these lessons into practice, you not only become more adept at reading nonverbal cues, but also more attuned to your own responses, fostering healthier and more authentic relationships in today's fast-paced world, where communication is often fleeting and superficial. We may listen twice as much as we talk, as Epictetus tells us, because we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. This insight emphasizes how important it is to stay alert and perceptive. It's fascinating to realize how body language and nonverbal cues play a crucial role, especially in the context of Stoic life lessons and Stoic happiness. By incorporating Stoic principles into your daily life, you'll not only improve your interpersonal skills, but also cultivate a sense of inner peace and confidence when learning about the subtle signs that someone is interested in you. One important point to remember is the idea of confirming your. Although women are equally as perceptive as men, it is often the case that when a woman finds you attractive, she may let her gaze rest on you, candidly examining your body, particularly if she is attempting to capture your attention. This straightforward yet quiet acknowledgement conveys her attention and is also a sincere praise. Consider how this relates to Stoicism in the modern world. In this case, Stoicism teaches us to completely appreciate the present moment and to observe without passing judgment. A woman's stare is an unconscious declaration of interest that reflects the Stoic idea of seeing and acknowledging without needless attachment or overt response. You may be pondering what to do next if you've been navigating the complex dance of romantic desire and find yourself uncertain while seeing hopeful signs. She appears interested based on her flirting body language, laughter, and seductive signs that she gives you. But how can you be positive that acting and adopting a Stoic attitude of strength and clarity would solve the problem? The following step is as easy as asking her out. Just tell her you're interested, communicate your sentiments honestly, and provide a pleasant activity you two can enjoy. She will probably grab the chance if she has been attempting to win Stoic with her subtle cues. Just picture her joy as she jokes that she's been waiting for you to do this action. This is not just about seeing if she likes you, it's also about exercising Stoicism by accepting vulnerability and taking action. Let's explore the significance of this. Reputable Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once remarked that what stands in the way of activity becomes the way because obstacle to action encourages action. This quotation sums up the significance of pursuing your amorous goals to the fullest. Asking her out turns your doubts into a chance for growth and clarity. When you notice someone's interest through their body language and interactions, it's natural to feel a mix of excitement and hesitation. The Stoic mindset encourages us to observe these emotions without being overwhelmed by them instead of getting lost in analysis. The uncertainty and fear you feel are not barriers. Rather, they are the path you must take to progress. Paralysis, we consciously act. This method works for relationships as well as other areas of life. Seneca, another exemplary Stoic, suggested in conclusion, the only surefire way to find out if she's interested is to take the risk and ask her out. This action embodies the Stoic virtues of courage, clarity, and resilience. By facing your fears and expressing your feelings, you not only move towards discovering her true intentions, but also practice living according to Stoic principles. He who is brave is free. This bravery is what you need to muster when making the decision to ask her out. By doing so, you free yourself from the chains of uncertainty. Recall that progress and assurance come from taking action, so gather your guts, adopt a Stoic attitude, and make the risk. How do you handle risky situations? Have you ever used Stoic principles in a relationship? Let's talk about it in the comments section and get insight from one another's experiences. Not all women have a smooth-talking demeanor or a history of effortlessly drawing men. In fact, many of them feel quite anxious in the presence of guys that they find attractive. She may be trying her hardest to flirt with you, but it just doesn't seem right. She might say something strange, or there might be an awkward pause in the conversation. When this happens, it's important to pay attention to how the two of you are feeling. Is the interaction awkward and uncomfortable? Does she seem like she wants to run away? Is the atmosphere charged with a tense, almost electric energy? This unsaid tension can manifest as a subtle yet powerful form of physical chemistry, even if neither of you says so outright. There is a mutual pull. Titus correctly observed that humans have one mouth and two ears, allowing us to listen twice as much as we say. It is easy to overlook these delicate interactions, but recognizing and appreciating these signs can significantly enhance your social awareness and interpersonal skills. In these moments of quiet, observe and understand the signals being exchanged. This awareness aligns with Stoic life lessons by encouraging mindfulness and perceptiveness, helping you navigate these interactions with grace and understanding in our fast-paced modern world. The next time you notice these subtle cues, take a step back, breathe, and let the situation unfold naturally. Embrace the silence and let the chemistry speak for itself. By doing this, you're not only honing your Stoic mindset, but also creating deeper, more meaningful connections. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm and composed even in the face of uncertainty or awkwardness. The next time you experience a moment of electric stress, remember that Stoic life lessons are not just about lofty ideals, but also about putting these principles into practice in real-world situations to lead a balanced and fulfilling life. Stay present, observe, and let the quiet moments reveal the true connection between you and yourself. 211. The best awful jokes. It's interesting, isn't it? How some people seem to laugh at everything you say, even jokes you know aren't at your best. When it comes to attraction, humor plays a fascinating role. A woman who finds you attractive is more likely to laugh at your jokes, regardless of their quality. It's less about the joke itself, and more about the connection and romantic desire she feels. This phenomenon isn't just about you being the world's funniest person, though it's always nice to imagine that's the case. When it comes from someone she finds attractive, even the most ridiculous joke can turn humorous. This goes beyond simple observation. It's an indication of a more profound psychological bond. Can you see how Stoicism today encourages us to look beyond the surface and appreciate the deeper connections we make with others? By adopting this Stoic perspective, you can cultivate a sense of Stoic happiness that is rooted in a deeper understanding of human interactions, rather than being dependent on external validation. Have you had a similar experience? Consider how understanding this can change your interactions. To sum up, this is a small but powerful Stoic lesson. The next time you find someone laughing at your jokes, Remember to appreciate the connection rather than just the laughter. Understanding that a woman's laughter might be motivated by romantic interest rather than your comedic prowess improves our social interactions and helps us remain emotionally balanced, which is a key component of Stoic happiness. How might this modern interpretation of Stoicism affect the way you approach interpersonal interactions and relationships? Talk about your ideas and experiences. Let's investigate how these Stoic ideas fit with our daily lives, building on our discussion of win today. By paying attention to these cues, you not only become more perceptive but also foster better relationships and personal growth. Remember that context is important and that every signal can have a different meaning depending on the situation. If you found these insights helpful, consider how you can apply them in your daily life to enrich your connections. Stoic understanding of the 11 subtle signs a lady might be interested in, you can greatly enhance your awareness and improve your interactions. What indicators have you observed in your encounters? Thank you for watching When Stoic. Please share your ideas and experiences in the comments section below. Let's continue this discussion and develop as a community. If this helped you grow stronger today, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Stay calm, stay focused, stay disciplined. Stoic Wisdom, GB.